Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Uttu Rans. It's time to preview Manchester United versus Bournemouth tonight at Old Trafford. A game that we must win, in my opinion, given that Amad Diallo, Brian MBEUMO, Nusair Mazraoui are headed to Africa for the AFCON, for the African Cup of Nations. Three key players for us who will be missed dearly, obviously, for us, given Amad Diallo and MBEUMO, the threat from the right hand side of our attack. These two have been tremendous for us all season long, and missing these two players for the next duration of 4 to 5 weeks could be costly in us maybe slipping down the league positions later on in the season. It's essential for us to get the 3 points tonight against Bournemouth, so that we do stretch the gap from the teams that are slightly lower than us in the league tables, so that once these players do come back, we are not too far off from the rest of the pack, so we can end the season off very well and hopefully get into those Champions League places. Anyhow, before I reveal the playing 11 or discuss about the playing 11 that Manchester United might deploy tonight against Bournemouth, we gotta talk about Ruben Amorim's explosive interview. Explosive interview! The second part of the press conference with the English media. They were provoking him. They wanted to get the answers out of Ruben Amorim. This man is press resistant, I'll be honest with you. Once again, the media pressing Ruben Amorim on Mainoo's situation. Why is Mainoo not playing? Why is it that you're not playing him from the start? Why is it that you're not giving him enough minutes? Why is it that you don't play him sometimes at all? And Ruben Amorim had his answers. And obviously, he went on to say that obviously he prefers Bruno Fernandes over Mainoo in that particular position. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't think we can drop Bruno from the team. Given that he's our club captain and also he does make things happen in the attack. And once the media did ask Ruben Amorim once again, why not play him instead of Casemiro? That's a stupid ass question from the media. Firstly, I'll be honest with you. Casemiro has been a vital cog in our team this season in the midfield. He's re-emerged. He's emerged from the ashes, literally. He's awakened suddenly. He's awakened a beast inside Casemiro, has Ruben Amorim, ever since he's taken charge. Ruben Amorim bluntly told him he was behind Toby Collyer in the pecking order. Now he's my starter. Any player can change my mind, can change my decisions if he puts the hard work in training. Is Mainoo not putting enough effort in training? That's an important takeaway, a key takeaway, in my opinion, from the press conference. But there was something I did disagree with Ruben Amorim. He said Toby Collyer, who was in front of Casemiro when he took over in the midfield position, he's gone on to West Brom. He hasn't done well. He's suffering. 100% agree with you, sir. Next up, he said Chido. He was a makeshift striker for us when Rasmus Højlund went down injured and we didn't have any backup at all for him. Chido was called up from the under-18 side to lead our line. And he said he's suffering currently. He's unable to play regularly for the under-21s. He's unable to grab that opportunity and make it his own. The starting position up top for the under-21s. Which I agree with you once again, Ruben Amorim. You're right. You're right, sir. But last but not least, he said Harry Amass, who was playing in the left wing back role for us last year when Patrick Dogu picked up those red cards and was in bad form. Also when Luke Shaw was injured, obviously we didn't have any cover in that left wing back role. So Harry Amass came up from the academy playing in that position. He's gone out on loan playing for Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship. Ruben Amorim said he's suffering in the Championship. Brother, are you even watching the Championship? Are your reports right? Are the people who are coming to you giving these reports, are they yapping to you? Are they giving you the wrong information? I think you should watch his performance regularly because he's been a standout player for Sheffield Wednesday and one of the bright sparks from the Manchester United academy who have gone out on loan. That was a very bad take from you, Ruben Amorim. Because if Harry Amass was to come back to Manchester United this today, he would be the starting left wing back over that dumb Dongu, more like Dorgu, and Diogo Dalot. 100% Harry Amass would be starting in that position. That was one thing I didn't agree with Ruben Amorim. Another thing, a lot of people are obviously backing Toby Mainoo, saying, "Oh, he's a big talent. This and that." He started in the Euros 1.5 years ago for England in the finals against Spain. All of that, obviously, I agree. He is a big talent, no doubt about it. But in my opinion, ever since Toby Mainoo picked up the serious injury after the Euros for us, Manchester United, he made a huge mistake in bulking up. Back then, he was a bit agile. He had a bit of speed. He had good movement. These days, Toby Mainoo is slow. He's slower than a turtle. He's slower than a turtle. I'm not joking at all. The way he turns, brother, I'm not even joking. Any of our grandparents can probably turn faster than this guy. Him tracking back, not at all. He never tracks back at all. Doesn't help out the defense. And you're telling, and this media and all these other Manchester United fans, obviously we want our academy lads to graduate and do well and play for the first team and hopefully get a reach high levels and reach heights that Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Nicky Butt, Gary Neville, David Beckham, all these players reached. But let's keep it honest here. Toby Mainoo doesn't do what Bruno Fernandes does with the ball moving forward. And Toby Mainoo, unfortunately, doesn't do well even defensively. His recovery speed is nil, negative. We get cooked in the counter attack when Toby Mainoo is brought on. But anyhow, that's a discussion that we can have some other day. I just wanted to clear the air, especially after the press conference that Ruben Amorim had and the clashes that he had with the journalists, with the English media, obviously. Anyhow, let's discuss the playing 11 that Ruben Amorim might deploy tonight against Bournemouth. This is what he did last week. He started Senna Lomans in goal. Mazraoui, Heaven and Shaw were the centre halves. Dalot, AMAD, wing backs. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, the midfielders. Mount, MBEUMO, the attacking midfielders, and Mateus Cunha started up top. The change was Mount starting Mount in the starting lineup and Xerxes dropping to the bench. Heaven kept his place against Wolves, meaning that the manager obviously has a lot of faith in him. Lenioro was still on the bench. Matthias de Ligt wasn't fit enough to start. So therefore, I think this game against Bournemouth, it's a tough fixture for us. I'll be honest with you. I do think Heaven will make way for Lenioro. Honestly, I do think Lenioro will come in place of Aiden Heaven in this fixture. I think Nus Mazraoui will play this game with Luke Shaw in the three centre half roles. Also, given that this is Mazraoui's last game before he goes to the AFCON, I think Ruben Amorim will 100% deploy him from the start. Also, given his ball playing abilities that he does have from the centre half position, as well as him not being afraid to move forward, stepping forward to win the ball back for us, which is crucial against a team like Bournemouth. And also, he does have a recovery pace, Nusair Mazraoui, as well as his passes in between the lines will be key for us today against Bournemouth. AMAD and Dalot, I think they picked themselves in this lineup along with Casemiro and Bruno. Given how bad Dorgu has been for us ever since he signed, honestly, and this season he's been pathetic, honestly. Whenever he does come on as a substitute, his cameos are cheeks, man, cheeks. I hope he doesn't step onto the pitch. Diogo Dalot will keep his place. Last two games he's been a lot better than previous games. He's been average, at least I can say, in the last two games. So I think he 100% he will keep his position. And the up front three positions, this is where the dilemma is, honestly. MBEUMO 100% he's going to start. No point of discussing MBEUMO in the starting lineup. For me, I think Mason Mount will start against Bournemouth, given that we will have to press Bournemouth high up, and Mason Mount is a workhorse, and he's a player that every single manager that's coached him has high praise of him, literally high praise for him, for Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount will 100% play in this game, and he will hopefully contribute to us getting this victory at Old Trafford. But the final decision is whether Cunha will play or whether it's going to be Joshua Zirkzee starting up top. I don't think Benjamin Sheshko will be fit enough to start this game. But you know what? I think I'm going with Mateus Cunha to start up top today. We might need that extra bit of skill. I don't think Zirkzee will start in this game. Not sure what Amorim will think. If he does want his striker to be tall and win some headers, hopefully, win the second ball, maybe Joshua Zirkzee could start instead of Cunha. But I do think Mateus Cunha will start for Manchester United tonight against Bournemouth. Let's see how it plays out. Also, Licha Martinez, he isn't fit enough yet. That's why I haven't spoken of him starting in the playing 11. Also, given that Nusayr Mazraoui will go to the AFCON after this fixture, it's essential and key to keep Licha Martinez fit enough for us in the games to come, as we do have a lot of midweek games. So we'll have 2 games per week in the end of December, the Christmas time and the New Year's time. So therefore, I'm not gonna. There's no point of risking Licha Martinez in the starting lineup. But I do expect this to be the starting lineup today. Anyhow, let's see what Ruben Amorim is thinking today. How he lines up the team tonight. It's all up to the manager. As long as he sets the right game plan and gets us the 3 points, I have no issues at all. I'll be honest with you. But anyhow, let's see what he does tonight for us. I have hopes. My prediction for tonight's game, I'm going with a 2-1 victory for Manchester United. I'm being optimistic. I know we haven't won back-to-back games, apart from that one time where we won 3 games in a row. In other occasions where we did have instances where we did have matches, a bunch of matches, we didn't win any back-to-back games. I'm being optimistic this time, having beaten Wolves 4-1 last weekend. I'm hoping for the boys to step up tonight against Bournemouth. Let's hope for a cracking display at Old Trafford. I'm going with a 2-1 prediction, a 2-1 Manchester United win. Come on, boys. Come on. I want the intensity. I want you to put your heart, every ounce of effort on the field. Every ounce of effort on the field. Come on. You've got it. You can get this victory for us. Anyhow, I'll catch you lot soon. I'm out. Peace.